Welcome, everybody. This is the Young Family Tai Chi Section 2 class, and we're going to be working on separation kicks. First, I'd like to do a warm-up by doing the second section from the beginning, and then we'll concentrate more on the separation kicks after that. Okay? So I'm going to turn around, and we're starting at cross hands. Make sure you have your tree hugging shape, head up, shift weight to the right, turn your left foot almost to straight, shift weight back, separate your hands, pull in your right foot, swing, step, brush, strike, roll back, circle your arms, shift weight back, turn to the side, press, pull in the right, attach the left, push out, push, flatten your hands, roll over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push. Fist under elbow. Flatten your hands as you shift your weight back. Turn and pull. Press down. Release the left. Ward off with the left hand. Push out with the right. Step to the corner. Connect. Step right. Grab. Pivot the left foot. Pull down. Make a right fist. Root the left heel, lift and punch. Step back and repulse monkey. Swing, step. Hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. 2, swing, step. Hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. 3, swing, step. Hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. Diagonal flying. Turn, pull in the right foot. Step and close. Open and turn the left foot. Raise hands and step forward. Pull in the left foot. Circle the arms. Root the right heel. Close your arms. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands, pull down, all the weight in the back, circle the arms, step and close, turn, step and separate. Left brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. Needle at sea bottom. Yield forward, pull in the right foot, pull back, pushing off the left heel, change your footwork and sink. Fan through the back. Raise up your right arm, attach the left, push up, step, separate. Turn body, chop with fist. Turn. Circle your arms. Move weight to the left. Make your fist. Root the right. Chop and strike. Parry, block, and punch. Hands circle to the center. Come down. Swing, step. Parry, block, punch. Chengfu. Open your left foot to the corner. Pull with the left, ward off with the right. Step and close, right ward off. Roll back. Move to the corner. Shift weight and move to the other corner. Press. pull back the right, attach the left, and press forward. Push, flatten your hands, move over a ball, hands in front of your chest, push. Single whip, move your weight back, flatten your hands, pull and turn all the way around. Push down, release the left foot, ward off with the left hand, hook hand with the right. Standing ward off, step, deflect, and strike. Cloud hands, shift right. Move your hand to the right, pull and ward off. Step one. Pull and ward off. Step. Pull and ward off. Step two. Pull and ward off. Step. Pull and ward off to the corner. 3. Single whip. Step and strike. High pad on horse. Activate your hands. Push off the front heel. Hand comes to the shoulder. Step and strike. Separation kick. Circle. Pull in the left foot. Step and close. Shift weight. Separate your hands. Cross hands. Look in the corner. Stand up. Look. Kick. Close hands. How did that go? Okay, so the things that we should look out for in terms of the separation kick are when you're starting from high pad on horse. Maybe I should do it from the side. High pad on horse. Okay. When you open your arms, you should pull in the left foot. When you step and close, see, when you had high pad on horse, you were striking with the edge of your hand, okay? When you were here, you were striking with the edge of your hand. When you open, you pull in the foot. When you close and step, you should be seating your right hand. So it's up now. It's not like this anymore. It's up. So that when you shift weight, it's already pre-positioned. Okay. So in terms of your alignment, what you want to do is you're here, you're opening, step and close, and then as you shift weight, this hand goes under the right elbow. Can you see that? And the reason it does that is that it makes sure that your left elbow lines up with your left knee so that your body is in the right position when you cross to stand up. Okay, so you were here, you open, you step and close, and then you separate again. Okay, so your hands, this one is standing. This one is actually in water and pointed at the middle of the right forearm and lined up with your left knee. So everything is lined up. Then when you cross, you're gonna look, it's not quite to corner, okay? And your cross hands are just like the cross hands are at the end of every section. At the end of first section, second section, third section, you always have a cross hands. And that cross hands has to have your tree hugging shape. So one of the problems that often happens is people are too closed. When you're too closed, it's hard for you to open properly when you kick. So keep your hugging shape so that it's easy for you to open your arms. Okay, so when you're here, you stand up and then kick and turn your palms. So the in terms of the orientation of your feet, you are here at empty stance, toe touch. When you open and you step out, you're actually not quite to corner, but not straight. So it's somewhere between straight and corner. And then when you stand up, you're going to point not quite to corner and not straight. So it's kind of like inside between the two corners. So that when you kick, you've crossed here, the kicking hand, the kicking foot has the same hand on the outside. So if you're kicking with the right, it's the right hand on the outside. Okay. And then when you kick, what you want to do is you want to have the circular shape that's symmetrical as you open up. Can you see that? You're going to open up symmetrically. And as you do that, the right hand is over the right leg. So when you're here and you kick, if I stand here so you can see better, can you see this arm is over this leg? And if you do that, it helps you keep your balance better. So let's give that a try, okay? So I'm going to do it toward you so you can see my hands, but then I'm going to do it the correct direction so that it's easier for you to follow. Okay, so if we're at high pat on horse, we're opening and pulling in the left. Step and close. Separate your arms as you shift weight. Then you're going to close to cross hands, stand up, and kick. And then close your arms. Okay? So if you, I think everybody, well, for people who have balance issues, it's easier, you can do it with a T-step. So you can open, step and close, and then open, close, and then come in and just step out and come in. So you don't have to stand on one leg if your balance is not good. So there's an accommodation for everything. Okay, so let's do that again. So if I'm opening, step and close, separate my arms, close, And instead of standing up, I just make a T-step. And then I put out my foot to be the kick, and then close my hands and come back. Okay? So as your balance improves, you can go from this to a little higher. And usually what Master Yang likes is that you raise your foot at least so that your thigh is parallel to the ground. So you should be up here or a little bit higher. Okay, so up here. And if I'm facing you, what it should look like is my foot is kind of protecting my knee. So you can see it's kind of pointing in a little bit. So it has two purposes. It protects my knee, and also it protects my crotch because it blocks someone from kicking me in the crotch also. So it's a double duty. And, but, you know, stand by your kitchen counter and try a little bit at a time. Just do a little bit. And then as you get better, raise your leg. Okay? So the idea is once you raise your leg, okay, he would like you to be up here. But it doesn't mean that you have to kick up there. In other words, it's perfectly acceptable to kick down here. Okay? So, because your opponent may be vulnerable at different spots. So whatever is open for you to kick is where you want to go. Okay? So also when you do this hand work, you actually, if you make it bigger, it will help your balance. So when you're coming up here, if you make it bigger, it helps your balance. So give it a try. Okay, let's do this a few more times, and then we'll do the other separation kick, which is easier because you know the first one. Okay, so let's do it in the correct position. So we're at empty stance, left foot forward, and right separation kick. So you're going to open your arms, pull in your left foot, step and close, separate and shift weight, cross your hands, stand up, look, and kick. And then left hand to the shoulder, right hand palm up. Okay. So that is to get you ready for the other separation kick. Okay, so let's do that a couple more times. You're at high pad on horse, ball touch,
Rita,
foot.
can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
When you go on your left foot and you're doing this, are you still on your heel, or is your foot flat, your left foot flat? And then do you do it? You know what I'm saying?
So I'm here. I don't know if you can see my feet. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm here, I'm pulling in.
Uh-huh.
If I'm stepping here, Okay, it's like any other step. In other words, I'm just positioning my foot. I'm just putting my heel down.
So you're on your heel at that point.
I'm on my heel. And then as I open, it's like a heel ball toe type thing.
Okay.
Okay. Then by the time I'm here, I'm flat. My foot is flat.
Okay.
And my weight is also toward this foot. So I'm like a bow stance, 60% in the front and 40% in the back.
Okay.
And then as I cross, my feet are still both on the ground. It's after I cross that I stand up. Okay. You do not cross and stand up at the same time because that is really hard to keep your balance. Okay. So you're doing one thing at a time. Okay. So you're here, you open, pull in your foot, step and close. Then as you flatten your foot and move your weight forward, you open. Then you close, look at the corner through your crossed hands. Then you stand up, look, and kick and position your hands. For a lot of people, it's this is the traditional way of doing it. For a lot of people, it's easier to look as you're going right. In other words, instead of coming here, looking here, standing up, look, and then kicking, for a lot of people, it's easier when they stand up to look as they kick. It's actually harder to keep your balance to look first, even though from a martial arts point of view, you look before you kick. But if you look as you kick, you'll find it's a lot easier. So if you have a little, problems keeping your balance, give that a try, because you may find it's a lot easier. And that's how they do it in the senior form. The kick in the senior form has you looking as you do it. And so it's obviously, he deems it as easier also, because he made the senior form so that seniors could do it more easily. So give it a try, okay? If you're here and you're opening, close, come here, and then look as you kick. Give it a try. You'll see that it's easier, don't you think? So make sure that you have your two rainbows as you kick. Okay, so you're crossing and opening. And if you look at the side, you can see when you're crossing and opening, you can see my back is still rounded. I'm coming out at like 45 degrees. I'm not back here, okay? I'm here, okay? You want to keep your body shape as you come out. Okay, so let's try it a few more times. And if you don't want to kick, you don't have to kick every time, but I do want you to maintain this body shape, okay? So if you're at high pad on horse, okay, you pull in the left as you open, step and close. Don't forget to seat your right hand. Then heel ball toe, open. So your left elbow is over your left knee, your left palm is pointing at the middle of your right forearm. Your right hand is seated. Then you're going to close. Okay, cross hands. Then stand up. Look and kick, or not. Or you can just stand up and look and kick at the same time. Any questions? A lot of coordination points, right? Okay. So let's do it a few more times just so that we get everything in the right spot. Okay. So you're high pat on horse. You're going to open your arms and pull in your leg. Step and close. Shift weight and open. Cross your arms. Stand up and kick. And hand comes to the shoulder and right hand is up. Okay. So now I'm going to show you the other half of this, which is the other separation kick. And then I'm going to do it toward you so that you can see the handwork better. And you'll find that it's relatively easy because you already know how to do the left one. Okay, so if we were at right separate, or let's try it from this side. Okay, so if I'm opening, I'm pulling in, step out, close, stand up, kick. Now I'm going to sit and put my heel down. Then I'm going to circle, close, stand up, and kick. So it's the mirror image of the other one. I'll do it toward you so that you can see better. So here I'm opening, closing, separating, cross hands, stand up, look, kick, hands come together, then sit, step, circle. Now I'm on the other side. Cross, stand up, and kick.
Is your right arm over your left leg when you're doing the kind of cross thing?
Right. Which side are you talking about?
I don't know, it's all kind of going fast for me, so.
Okay, I'm gonna do it slow motion so that, okay, so from high pat, okay, so I'm going to open, pull in, step and close. Okay, then I'm going to cross, stand up, kick. Then I'm going to sit, put my heel down, circle, close, stand up, kick.
So when you were circling, was your right arm over your right leg? When you said you were doing the circle and you kind of stopped, are you lined up over your right leg?
So, so when I'm the first circle, I'm here, and this arm is lined up, the left elbow is over the left leg, okay? And then when I kick, I come down and I circle. This also goes under the left elbow. And this elbow lines up with that leg. So it's symmetrical in that way. Cross, stand up, kick. So which part of lining up are you thinking of? It should be symmetrical. So before the left elbow is over the left knee, now the right elbow is over the right knee.
Okay, I'll just have to do it a few times. It's all kind of fast, so I'll have to just.
Okay, well, I'll do it a couple more times facing you just so you can see the hands. But then I'm going to turn and do it in the same direction as you, because sometimes it's easier in terms of the orientation if I'm doing it the same way you're doing it. So
Rita,
yes,
could you, my arms get twisted up too. Can you
Okay.
tell me what arm is on the bottom? That would help a lot.
on which kick?
Both.
Okay, let me talk it through. Okay.
Okay.
So from high pad on horse, as I separate out, my hands are pretty much the
Equal.
same level, right?
Yes.
As I come in. When I step here, the right hand is in the crook of my left elbow.
And it's on top and your right
And
arm's
it's
on the
on
bottom.
top. It's seated. It's seated.
Okay,
And in the crook of my left elbow.
right.
Then as I shift weight, this hand goes underneath the right elbow as this comes out. Can you see
Yep.
that?
Yep.
Then as I cross, I'm going to kick right. So my right hand is on the outside. I stand up and then I kick.
Okay.
Then I sit so that I can easily put my right heel down. Then I start moving and the right hand is under the left elbow. As I shift weight, the right hand is up facing the middle of the left forearm and the right elbow is over the right knee.
Yep.
Cross. I'm looking at the corner or almost to the corner. And then I stand up and then I kick.
Yep.
Does that help?
Perfect. Yep. It's
It's complicated. I will grant that because you're doing so much circling. So the application for this is the reason you have this coming around and so on is that you are basically, if someone's coming toward you, you're basically taking one arm with one hand and the other with the other, and you're pulling them around and then kicking them on the side. It's hard for me to show you without having another person, but you can find them online. So I'm going to do it one more time facing you because I want you to see how symmetrical this is. Okay, so if I'm here and I'm opening and pulling in, step and close, separate and shift weight, cross, stand up, kick, position hands, then sit step, circle, and then I end up right elbow over right knee, right hand up facing the middle of the left forearm. Then cross. Left hand is on the outside because I'm about to do a left kick. Stand up and kick. Okay, now I'm going to do the same direction as you. Okay, so if I were starting here, I would be here at this point. Then I would start circling, pull in the left foot, step and close, shift weight and open, separate, then cross my arms, stand up, look, kick, bend knee, then sit, step, circle, cross arms, stand up, look, kick. Okay, I'm going to do it 180 degrees in case it's easier for you to see that way. So if I'm here instead, then I'm going to open and pull in, step and close, shift weight, open, cross hands, stand up, look and kick, bend knee, pre-position my hands, sit, step, circle, cross, stand up, look, kick. Are there any questions? We're going to do this again next week. So this will be more time on this one. Yes?
It's just that last part. I know it's the mirror image, but I'm at the point where you're like this. This is the second kick. How does it go to, is it just go right into cross hands? It seems a little different. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with different arms. So can we
I
just
think-
do the
I
last?
think part of it is that when you do the first one, okay, what happens is when I open, I pull in, and then I step and close. In this one, I step first, okay? So what happens is, because I'm here, okay, I kick, I'm here, I step first, and then I start moving my hands. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's probably why you think that it's different. It's that I root my foot first, and then, see, the other one, I was doing this, okay? I started opening and pulling in, and then step and close. But here, because I had just finished, I'm here, I step first, and then I start. So the timing is a little different. So in that sense, it's not quite symmetrical, I guess. It's the movements are symmetrical, but the timing is a little different because you're rooting the right heel first before you start moving your arms. So you're here, sit, step, and then does that help? Okay, so think about getting that right heel down. So the reason you sit is, do you remember when you were doing the first section and you did opening and then you did left ward off? So what happened in those first two moves? You determined two things when you did those first two moves. The first thing you determined was the pace at which you were going to do the whole thing. And the second thing you did was when you came here and stepped and made your left ward off, that determines the height at which you are doing the whole form. So and the height is the same except for when you're standing up. And when do you stand up? You stand up for kicks, okay? So that's why after you do your kick, you're standing up, okay? So you're coming back to the same level in order to do the next part. And then when you come in here, you're standing up again. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you're sitting. You're sitting in order to keep the consistent height. Okay. But that also means that you have to have stronger legs and better balance. But that will help you in terms of keeping your leg strength up. Okay. So I'm going to do it in the direction we're supposed to be doing it. And then you can follow along. So you're at high pad on horse. Okay. You pull in the left and start opening. Then you step and close. Don't forget to seat your right palm, because when you open, okay, you want to make sure all your things are aligned. Your knee, your elbow, your left palm is up facing the right forearm, and your right forearm, your right hand is seated. Then you're going to cross your hands. You have not moved your feet yet. After you've crossed, you stand up. Then you look and you kick. Then you sit. Root your right heel. Circle as you shift weight. And you're 60% in the front, 40 in the back when you're in this kind of pseudo rollback position. Then you cross your arms, you stand up, look, and kick. Okay? A couple of more times doing both together, okay? So from high pad on horse, we're opening, pulling in, step and close, shift weight, separate, cross hands, stand up, look, kick, bend knee, sit, step, circle, cross hands, stand up, kick, bend knee. Okay. Looks good to me. We're gonna do a little more on practice on separation kick next week, but for the end of this class, I'd like to do it from the beginning of the second section. Okay, so I'm here at cross hands. Okay, shift to the right. Turn your left foot almost to straight. Separate your hands as you shift your weight back. Pull in the right, swing, step, brush, strike, roll back, circle your arms, shift your weight back, turn to the side, press, pull back the right, attach the left, press forward, push, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, push forward, fist under elbow, flatten your hands as you shift your weight back, pull and turn, push down, release the left foot, ward off with the left hand, push out with the right. Step to the corner, connect, step right, grab, pivot the left, pull down, make your fist, root the left heel, lift and punch. Step back, repulse monkey, swing, step, hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. 2, swing, step, hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. 3, swing, step, hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. Diagonal flying, turn, pull in the right foot, step and close, open and pivot the left foot. Raise hands and step forward, pull in the left foot, circle your arms, root the right heel and close your arms. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your palms, pull down, all the weight is on the back. Circle your arms, step and close. Turn, step and open. Left brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. Needle at C bottom, yield forward, pull in the back foot, push off the front heel, change your footwork and sink down. Fan through the back. Raise your hand, attach the left, push up, step, separate. Turn body, chop with fist. Circle your arms as you turn your left foot. All the weight in the back. Make your fist. Root the right, chop, strike. Parry, block, and punch. Hands come to the center, pull down. Swing, step, parry, block, punch. Chengfu. Turn your left toe to the corner. Pull with the left, ward off with the right. Step and close for right ward off. Right ward off. Pull back. Turn to the corner. Shift weight back. Turn to the other corner. Press. Pull back the right, attach the left, press forward. Push, flatten your hands, square up to the side, hands over a ball, and push forward. Single whip. Shift weight back, flatten your hands, pull and turn all the way around. Press down, release the left, ward off with the left hand, hook hand with the right, standing ward off, step, deflect, and strike. Cloud hands, shift to the right. 1, 2, 3, step to the corner, make your hook hand, single whip. High pat on horse. Activate your hands as you push off the front heel. Hand comes to the shoulder, step and strike. Left separation kick, or rather right separation kick. Circle your arms, pull in, step and close, separate and shift weight. Cross hands, stand up, look, kick. Hands come to the shoulder and right hand is up. Sit, step, circle. Cross your arms, stand up, look, and kick. Bend knee. How did that go? Okay, so next class, consolidation of separation kicks, and then I am taking off, and Cheryl is going to teach the turn body, the most difficult move, right? But I figure she is much more coordinated than I am, and you guys will get a great lesson out of that. So consolidation next week, and then Cheryl after that. Okay?
So
Okay.
next week, are we gonna go through step forward and punch down?
No, next week we're going to continue with, we're going to do
Oh.
review of separation kicks, but if you would like, we could start on turn body.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's
so
next.
the next, I was going to have Cheryl teach that because she does it so much better than I do. But
Maybe
the
you could-
next,
Maybe you can start on it so we can have 2 weeks to help get it in my head.
okay, yeah, I'll start on it and then you can, and Cheryl will work with you because it is also a complicated thing.
Yeah, the more
And-
repetition, the better to get it in.
Okay, we'll review separation kicks and get started on turn body. And I'll show you how this works, but it is also another balance move in the sense that what I would like you to think of is the way the turn bodies work is think of yourself as a top, okay? And think of getting your axis, you know, from the top of your head down to your standing leg, because you're doing it on one leg. And the trick is to have good enough balance that you can lift your toe just a little bit so that you can pivot on your heel. That's the trick. Okay? So,
We'll see. We'll see.
well, So what's see, Cheryl can do the really fancy one, which is to turn around and end up with your leg up. And
Yeah.
I just do the klutzy one. So I end up landing on my foot and then coming up, kicking and doing the left brush knee.
We'll be right there with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you guys can do the klutzy one with me.
Yay!
Okay. Well, thank you
Okay.
very much for coming to class. And we will work on the new move together next week. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Rita.
you.
Great class, thank you.
So Rita, I think my balance was better with your
Good.
hints and clues on how to keep the balance. So I'm gonna practice those. The
Yes.
head and tree piece, I don't think I have
That's
any
the
friends
trick. Practice.
Practice, practice.
on this.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're
Bye-bye.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.